Action.
Action. Okay. So we've just nipped to Hackspace, which is like a community centre but with tools. They're all over the country. I'm in our lab in Reading, and we're using the laser machine, which is good. And with the laser machine, we're cutting perspex out of like a block of perspex, like I don't know, all this stuff here, this thick stuff. But these are to guides and rails to hold the fuel lines and the brake lines and the wiring loom under the car. So we just laser these this one out of perspex, so they'll go in there. The only thing that will be left to do is when attaching it to the underside of the car, we need to drill some holes this way, which the laser can't cut that way. So we'll drill them with the drill press, but essentially that's what will go on, and that will hold the fuel lines in place. Yeah.
Cut.
Nice little neat job. Cut. The MX-5 engine has a fuel return, which is a pressurised system, and this fuel tank doesn't have a return line to it. So I've got these this bulkhead adapter and this bit that will go inside the tank, and then this bit for the this bit will lock it in, and on the outside we've got the petrol gauge here, so that will go in there like that, and just lining up where that's going to go. So I've got to put this where it's not going to foul on anything else, but it's going to be high enough, and I need to be able to get it in at this angle like this to then be able to pull it through and tighten it up. So I'm thinking about there. Well, it's got a hole in it now. With these step drills, you just need to make sure that we're not going to go too big. But they chew through it like nobody's business.
Yeah, that's pretty good actually.
Probably would charge the bloody battery up, wouldn't it? But
I don't think even the biggest
yeah, so we're going to have to go through a bigger one anyway. Okay, so pause the video a minute and we'll charge the battery.
Okay.
Right, so return line is in. We added some washers and a little bit of this silicone sealant, which is used for, we assume it's alright for petrol because it's used for putting the oil sump and stuff like that on the rocker covers, so it should be alright. And yeah, we've put a big washer either side and got it on. But the test is we connected the air compressor. So, and bunged this up here with a load of blink film. So if I put my finger on that and watch you can see the fuel tank actually expand. Right, and then that needs tightening up just a touch, but we're getting no leaks. We don't hear anything else. So just this needs to tighten up a little bit, but that is a good seal. So we're ready to bolt this on.
So it's a nice quiet Saturday afternoon.
Oh yeah. Just look out over there.
Yeah.
Alright, as soon as the beer bit opens, we'll go over.
Yeah.
Right, so before we put the fuel tank on, we thought it'd probably be a good idea to put oil in the diff, considering that once the fuel tank's on, we won't be able to do that. So come down. So jack out of the way. We jacked it up a little bit, and we're going to use the funnel to put oil in that hole, and it should take a litre, and then we can bolt the fuel tank on.
All right.
Okay, it's now the afternoon, and Max, leave her alone.
Max.
And Dan and Bree have finally turned up.
We've been here ages, he's right.
And what day is it? It's got to be 25, right? Something like that.
I think they're just picking random numbers these days.
Right. So we're just putting the gearbox back together because last time I had it apart, I didn't put sealant in it, and I didn't put oil in it,
You
and
just made shit up as you were going along.
yeah. And so this is the thing that we had to. This is the bar that has to be shortened so that it'd come back. And we shortened this as well. So we're just putting all this back together now. And then once that's back together, we're going to put some oil in it, and we're going to finish the handbrake cables, which is what Bree's looking at. And once the handbrake cables are in, we're going to put the engine in for a test fit.
You'll find
Are
a
we?
bloody socket. That's
Yeah.
an idiot.
Yeah, and then we'll go for beer. All right.
Now there's... This is our practical way of Bree under the car, sorting out a bolt. Now, there's two of us up here who could probably help, but it looks much better.
I've got it.
Can we see you?
Put more to the side, and might get some boob.
Can you push it through a bit further, yeah?
We'll go on the here.
And let's come up over here.
Yeah. But that's not ridiculous, is it? Am I being sensible?
Are you going to cover it over at some
Yes.
point with something? So what protection is that going to have from the outside world?
Nothing.
So you want it nice and tight?
All we're worried about is
Not catching on things.
it's not catching on things, and when the wheel goes up and down, it's still going to be able to go up and down, and it's not going to be pulling and snagging and tight, and it's clear of anything. So if we've got shit going underneath the car,
Right, so I mean ideally it would go somewhere where this movement isn't going to affect it in the least.
it can,
stop
it
long
can go,
term.
It can go on the
Yeah.
inside here, right, and we can cable tie it down.
Which it'll definitely need to.
Yeah, and then that just means it's a little bit more out the way of the shite on the bottom.
So it'll definitely run on the inside. I mean, it should run on the inside of every pipe you can find, I'm guessing.
So I was thinking, take it across there, cable tie it across there, over. Because then if anything catches underneath the car, you know when I'm getting there,
Yeah.
lift.
You want, if anything catches, it's going to catch on the metal way before it catches on the brake line, right? Can you run it the other side of that tube as well?
The other side, the handbrake cable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just-
Yeah, hang on, press it back. Right the way through. You got it?
So, do we want it to come in under here
Alright.
with the handbrake cable?
Yeah, under there with the handbrake cable, yeah. Hang on, whoa. It's, needs,
Isn't it supposed to run through the hole here as well, man?
What hole?
Looking like it goes all the
No,
way.
you see there's a notch in the crossmember?
Yeah.
It goes through the
It
notch.
goes through that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think. Or maybe that's the exhaust. Maybe it does go through that hole.
Yeah, because going through here would give it some form of protection as well.
Yeah, okay, maybe it does go through that hole. We'll get round to that.
Alright. What are your thoughts, Max? Any help?
We use it just because you.
Imperial, it's
How tall are you?
184 centimeters.
Okay, first off, that's not true because I'm taller.
You do know that I'm actually like recording.
Yeah, we got to get this on the record.
Who's taller?
According to
Yale,
this,
I think.
you
Just.
are 180 centimetres. And you...
Alright, we're going ass to ass. I can't believe this is going to... We're going to be talking...
Yale's taller.
Yeah, according to the video, Yale's slightly taller.
You are 183-ish. Oh.
Are you counting his hair?
Yeah.
No, my hair goes down. Your hair...
Look, you two are the same height. Right? If you do it in inches and feet, you're the same height. You do it in centimetres.
And who's-
that's why centimetres are good, because they're more accurate. Which is why the metric
who's
system
taller out of the four of us?
Alright, okay, so at the end of that, right? How long...
Yes, precision accuracy.
So after all that, right, how long does the prop shaft need to be?
I don't know.
Okay.
Look, according to the tape measure,
184
according to the tape measure, it's perfect length. According to the practical test we just did, it will never fucking fit.
Right. Okay,
Okay. I have been recording the entire time.
Yeah, okay, right, okay.
Internet.
So let's just talk some sense in a minute, right? The engine is in. There's only test bits, so we've not bolted the gearbox mount in, but we've jacked it up so it's in position. But this is essentially where the engine's going to be.
We have a decision to make about the radiator.
Yeah, that's problematic.
Yeah. That ends up hitting
Yeah.
basically there, which is why we have this little dent. So we need
Yeah.
a better plan.
Because the problem is that the radiator's tall, so it's got to go down into this recess anyway. So I don't really want to cut out that to make the radiator go down, or we get a smaller radiator, or we
We're
mount the
probably-
radiator like that.
Probably going to end up getting a smaller radiator. There's also some issues with on this side of the engine over here with the alternator.
Let me come over and have a look.
And Yale's argument is this is all precision engineering, but we can, if I use the pointing stick, we see that the bolt on the alternator is very, very close to the steering. In fact, so close that as you steer, it'll scrape a line.
I can.
Yeah, we can. The plan's to move the alternator and get a shorter belt.
Yeah, so we are
No.
ready to get the engine in.
But the other
had
problem
to pull the
is
belt
over
off
here.
and pull this here.
Over here,
But-
this is unsettlingly close
That's just
to this.
precisionally engineered.
Yeah.
That's
But
fine.
unfortunately,
Yeah.
the way
That's
Yale
fine.
drives,
This is the one I'm more
we think it's a
concerned
little
about.
too close.
Right there.
Yeah, that's
Bree,
fine. No,
check
this
out
is-
over here. You'll like this one better.
No.
I'll use the pointing screwdriver.
It's
See
fine.
that bolt?
We don't steering.
Yeah, that's
Excellent.
there's not
We
much
don't. We
space
don't. We
there.
don't need that.
Do you want a close-up,
we don't need
Andy?
that. We don't need that bolt.
This bolt here. If you bring that over a little bit this way, there you go. So the space there, I'll focus that. Is no space at all.
Well, we can engineer
A
around
little bit
that.
of love.
We can engineer around that.
Yeah, well, we'll sort it out. It'll be easy.
So the video's completely got out of focus now.
Oh.
So I'm gonna
That's all right.
I'm gonna stop filming.
Okay.
Throttle, isn't it?
Connects up to the accelerator pedal. And then it makes noises like that.
That's useful.
I want Andy to explain what it is.
Oh no.
Go on, make the noises too.
Well, you've got the throttle pedal here, which links directly to this, and the harder you hit the throttle pedal, the more fuel-air mixture goes into the throttle body.
Does it
And
make
then
So that mixes the fuel, does it?
no, it doesn't.
No. So what's it do? It just allows more air, right?
It allows more air, and then
All right. Okay.
Does it make a noise, mate?
fuel's mixed.
Does it make a noise?
Where's the fuel mixed?
Isn't the fuel coming here?
Yeah, fuel goes in there. So where's the fuel mixed
Oh, I don't know.
with the air?
In
Point.
here. In here.
Oh, in the engine bay.
No, somewhere in all this machine.
Right.
Well, down here, I guess. I don't know.
What in this?
You know.
So,
This is the fuel rail.
is it in?
What's the fuel rail connected to?
In this thing.
No, there's fuel in there. But these things here, these would be the injectors.
Yep, I know that.
And they inject what?
The
Fuel.
fuel.
So where do you think the air and fuel gets mixed?
In
Well,
this.
it must be mixed in the
Yeah, in the chamber before it goes into directly into the piston. It's not direct in fuel injected, but very close to it. But yeah, this is just all air.
So, for your viewers at home, Yale's a bit of a dick.
I asked Andy what something was the other day. I think it was this. I asked him what this was. So
Yeah.
what's this, Andy? Because the original answer was oil pump.
No, I never said it was the oil pump.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
No, it's because it's part of the exhaust.
Tom were here, I know what he'd be saying. He'd be saying,
This?
It's the horn.
What's this again? Tell me what this is. It's part of the exhaust, yeah?
No, isn't it the cam sensor?
Yes. Yeah.
Is that what you
Part
said
of the
last
exhaust.
week? I'm
I
pretty sure that's
definitely
what you
didn't
said last
say it was
week.
a fucking oil pump.
No, he said it was.
Oh, time lapse is fine.
No, it's
I'm
okay.
pretty sure that's what you said last week. He said it was the cam sensor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so shut up, Yale.
Alright. Okay, let's pick something else. Yeah, what's that?
That's that comes goes to the radiator for the water.
But there's a thermostat inside.
Well, there will be.
There is.
Oh,
It's in
yeah,
there.
it's all... Look at that. What's that?
That is a sensor to,
yes.
to see what the throttle position is.
That's the position sensor.
Yeah, so the ECU knows.
What sensor is that?
That is a piece of shit that needs to be removed.
That's a pump, isn't it? That's not a sensor.
No, that is a little motor that,
Yeah.
that opens and closes. Basically, it's an
This.
idle control, some or other. So basically, it's basically like having a choke, but
Okay.
not. It's a piece of shit. It's going. It's
All
going.
right.
We're getting rid of that.
So what's this? Why is that labelled?
That's for the timing. So when we actually get the engine running, which hopefully won't be too long now, we'll get the flash gun that is hooked up onto the first to the first spark plug. So that will flash every time it's top dead center. And basically, when we look at this, these marks here should match this mark and this mark here, and that's when we know the engine is timed.
Brilliant. I'll pick another thing. This This is educational for the viewers at home.
Andy's just looking across there like this is boring. Look, there's beer and music and stuff going across there.
Here's an easy one for Yale then. What goes in here then?
What goes in there? That's water.
That's the question for me. That's the question for me.
Okay, Dan, what goes in there?
Loads of oil. Far too much.
Dan's car never needs servicing or it never needs an oil change.
It gets an oil change every 100 miles.
Yeah.
Because that's how much time it takes to burn through the whole tank. But if you put too much oil in, apparently the spark plugs don't like it. I learned this recently.
Let's just do something sensible for a minute. So here we can see we've got clearance to get the exhaust pipe down there. Yes, there is this bit here that we need to sort out. There's another bit on the alternator that's resting on the seal rack that we need to sort out. But the throttle body all fits. We've got clearance and space around the back here. We did make a small little dent trying to get it in, so we'll just be careful of that next time.
A small dent, mate? A small dent? Only one?
Yeah!
I thought it was about 18.
So this is just jacked up at the moment, but yeah, these are pretty much lined up.
Do you want to change the battery so we can at least capture the end of the day?
That's
I'll go and trade the back.
Alright.
that's the gearbox mounted in.
So how does it save? Does it save as a photo focus? That's what mine does.
Handbrake cable in. Brake lines are almost there. Gearbox coming through the gearbox hole, which is always good. Handbrake's back in. Alright, let's whip the engine out and then go for some beers.
We just put it in.
We just did. Look, there it is. It will be safe in there.
No, it was
And
just.
it will take up less garage space.
Yeah, but
Let's start it up.
I just one more thing. One more thing. I do need to measure the what's the name, and then we can take it out.
Yeah,
I've
we, need
measured
to we all need to measure it.
Okay, everyone measure the prop shaft. Okay, right, we're going now. Right. Wait.